Lost Spring. In the dusty outskirts of Delhi lies Simapuri, a place where survival is a daily search through mountains of garbage. Here lives a young boy whose full name is Sahib-e-Alam. It means Lord of the Universe, but he owns nothing except the plastic bag on his shoulder. He spends his mornings scrounging through the trash, looking for gold, a stray coin, or a discarded toy. For Sahib, the garbage is wrapped in wonder. For his parents, it is a means of survival. Sahib is never alone for long. He is part of an army of barefoot boys who appear like morning birds and disappear at noon. They walk through the muddy lanes, their feet toughened by the earth. When asked why they don't wear shoes, they offer many excuses. My mother didn't bring them down from the shelf, or it's a tradition to stay barefoot. But the truth is simpler. Shoes are a luxury they cannot afford. Sometimes, the garbage heap offers a miracle. Sahib's eyes light up when he finds a silver coin or even a 10-rupee note buried beneath the filth. When you find a rupee in a heap of garbage, you don't stop scrounging, for there is hope of finding more, he says. In these moments, the Lord of the Universe feels a tiny flicker of the power his name suggests, even if it is just enough to buy a bit of extra bread. But the seasons change, and so does Sahib's life. One morning, he is seen standing by the iron gate of a neighborhood club, watching two young men play tennis. He loves the game, but he is only a spectator. Soon after, he finds work at a tea stall. He is paid 800 rupees and all his meals, but the light in his eyes has dimmed. He carries a heavy steel milk canister now, which feels much heavier than his light plastic bag. He is no longer his own master. Miles away in the town of Firozabad, the air smells of burning coal and molten glass. This is the center of India's glass-blowing industry, where every other family is engaged in making bangles. Among them is Mukesh. He lives in a dark, narrow street choked with garbage and crumbling hovels. In these dingy cells, children work alongside their parents, welding bits of colored glass into circles of light for the women of the land. Mukesh's grandmother watches him work with a heavy heart. She believes in Karam, destiny. Can a God-given lineage ever be broken, she asks, implying that being born into the caste of bangle makers means they must remain so forever. She has seen her own husband go blind from the dust of polishing glass bangles. To her, the bright colors of the glass are a beautiful shroud that covers their poverty. The conditions in the glass furnaces are harsh. The temperature is high, and the cells are without air or light. Children like Mukesh often lose the brightness of their eyes before they reach adulthood because of the soot and the constant flickering of the welding flames. They spend their days and nights crouched over furnaces, their bodies adjusting to the heat until the outside world feels cold and strange. But Mukesh has a secret. He does not want to weld glass for the rest of his life. He looks out at the dusty streets and dreams of machines. "I will be a motor mechanic," he announces with a firmness that surprises his family. He wants to go to a garage and learn how to fix the cars that flash past his town. It is a long way from the furnaces, but his heart is already under the hood of an engine. To reach his dream, Mukesh will have to walk a great distance to the nearest garage. The town of Firozabad is a maze of tradition and debt, where the bureaucrats and middlemen keep the workers trapped. But when Mukesh sees a car driving through the streets, his eyes follow it until it disappears. He doesn't know much about airplanes, but cars are real. They are something he can touch, something he can master. Sahib and Mukesh live in different worlds, yet they share the same story, a spring that was lost before it could bloom. One lost his freedom to a steel canister, the other fights to break a cycle of glass. Their childhoods are buried under the weight of survival, yet in their dreams they still search for gold and machines. They are the forgotten lords of a universe that has yet to give them a place to call home.